So you'll know, okay, all of these years later, I got involved with an innocence project called Proclaim Justice that's ran by John Horton from the West Memphis Street. And so him and his whole team pretty much went and reenacted this whole crime scene. They did a whole long investigation and talked to the witnesses that was there and people that was there that didn't even talk to the police that night. And but in essence, so he came back and told me, like, Jeremy, listen, we did and all of this is documented. And John Harden and Proclaim Justice and Dan Waxler was the investigator that was with them, and so essentially what he was saying is like, we investigated this, and we don't believe that this was murder at all. You shouldn't have even been charged with this, but sadly you was charged with it. They convicted you of murder. Well, because of their bylaws for Proclaim Justice only allows them to work on cases where individuals had absolutely nothing to do with the crime. They say we can't, from an official standpoint, take this case any further because it's clear that you the guy that had the gun and you the guy that shot this guy. So despite our position that we discovered that, this was self-defense, you stood your ground, you should have never been charged with murder. So from this point on, we're here to support you independently of the organization. But as far as our organization putting weight behind you and trying an attorney and all of that, it's against our bylaws to do that. But if it ever comes a chance to where we could help you out or talk to people and let them know exactly what happened, we're here to do that.
And these guys, this John Harden guy, does he have all of the transcripts and has somebody pulled all of this info already? I'm sure.
Yeah, well, we got all of the info, but Dallas County Public Defender's Office was working along with them, and also an attorney named Justin Moore out of Dallas. Justin Moore is kind of prominent now. He worked with he represented George Floyd's daughter and a lot of prominent people. But so Justin Moore was one of the attorneys that worked with them, and they got all the files. But John Harden is from the West Memphis Street. I don't know if you're familiar with the third case, but he did time in death row in West Memphis, Arkansas, and they made a big movie and all of that stuff about it. And so when he got out, he got into this advocacy that led to this Proclaim Justice Innocence Project. I don't think that he's working with the Innocence Project anymore, even though he was the founder and the creator of it.